Okay, so for the next part, we're going to grab a block this time. You can actually, if you only have one block, we'll just move it. If you have two, you can place them towards the back of your mat. And we're going to take the legs nice and wide like we just did. Hands to the hips for a moment. Okay, so starting with the same side, we're going to take this left heel, move it back a little, bend the right knee, and again, rotate this whole leg out here. Okay. This time, we're going to straighten this leg and then arms out. So we're moving into Trikonasana or triangle pose. This pose for the legs, a lot of different things happen here. You can keep your arms lifted for right now, or you can bring your hands to the hips. So again, you may find that this knee wants to cave in, and that's pulling on here. You may be a person who tends to lock the knees out a whole lot. I know that I used to. I don't think I do so much anymore. But when the knees are really jamming back, that's putting a lot of pressure across the front of the knee. Now we do want our legs to be straight, but we want to be mindful of our joints. So if you tend to lock the knees out, slight bend in the knee. This is actually good practice for everybody. And then lift up on that quadricep, really engaging in the leg muscles. You'll notice I tend to naturally lift my toes off the mat as well. That helps bring the arches of the feet alive. Also helps me to know that I'm pressing down into the ball of the foot and my heels. Okay, so arms out. And then from here, we're going to take this hand and we're going to reach it forward. So as we do, we're going to keep our torso nice and straight. And you'll notice that my hips are shifting back. Okay, so this hip crease is coming in a little bit. This one's lifting. Again, I'm not dumping down too far. So I'm keeping the belly in, keeping the ribs in, reaching, reach, reach, reach. And then we're going to grab onto that block and place it right behind the shin. And then hand to the block. Take this top arm straight up. Now, for some of you, this may still feel like the floor is too far away. If that's the case, bring your hand to your thigh. Okay? So what we're doing here, you can probably already tell, is that we are stretching across the back of this leg. You may also feel that stretch here as well. Okay? And even into that back leg. So again, let the shoulders roll back a little bit here. Pay attention to, are you really kind of opening up in the torso? And if so, hug those ribs and belly in. And again, if you're kind of really rounded and really tight, think about lifting from your heart, opening across the chest. So again, we live in different bodies. We're each tight and flexible in different places. Hold for one more moment. Breathe. And then we're going to use this arm to lift, 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 coming back. Hands to the hips. Put a bend in this knee. And we'll take the feet forward. Let's go ahead and go right to the other side. I'm going to move this block out of my way. Okay, so I'm going to take this heel, move it away a little bit. Bend this knee. And again, rotate this whole leg out. Coming into that warrior two position, lining up the heel with the arch, and then straighten this leg. Okay, and again, being mindful of what's happening. If you tend to lock out the legs, if you feel really, really tight, maybe you need a slightly shorter stance. We'll take the arms out. Okay. Now, I know for me, this side feels a lot different than the other, and that may be true for you as well. It's totally normal. Okay. So again, lifting up on those quadricep muscles. And if that doesn't make sense to you right now, please don't stress out about that. We're going to start to reach forward. And again, the hips are going to shift. Hips are going to shift as we reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. Reach, reach, reach. And then either bringing the hand to the thigh, taking that arm up, or grabbing onto your block, placing it behind that shin, using it as a foundation, and then reaching this arm up. Roll the shoulders back. Hug the ribs and the belly in. Notice if you're locking this knee out, both knees actually. And breathe. Most important thing that we can do in yoga is breathe. And one more moment. And then we're gonna lift with this arm. Lift, lift, lift. Bend the knee. And bring the feet forward. Heel toe those feet together and then step them together. Coming back into Tadasana.